Hello, everyone. It's time to get this play-in game started as the 7th and 8th seeds clash here tonight. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for New Orleans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Cohen is out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with 2 conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. A 3 from Leonard. Nailed from three-point land.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
To the right side. Ingram outside. New Orleans moving it around. Richardson gets a wide open look. Moves back up. And Valanciunas puts it in.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Pelicans pull it in. In the corner, it's Ingram. We're about 1 minute into the first. Over Leonard. And it's Ingram missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Now, here's George. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Morris. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Leonard with the steal. To the paint. Here's Batum. And he banks in the layup.
Batum 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Now here's Ingram. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. The pass to McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
You're worried about Zion getting up and dunking on you, but you got to stay down on the pump fake. Skilled at using it, Zion will find his way to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
I mean, the excitement around Zion is completely undeniable. He's so explosive. He's so dynamic. It'll be interesting to see where he can take his talents.
Now, here is Morris. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And here's George for three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Valanciunas kicks to McCullough. Back to Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. It'll be a jump ball.
And here is Los Angeles now. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Leonard. Pass to Batum. Outside George. 6 to shoot. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Ingram. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
No one's stopping Brandon Ingram when he's in that pull-up game. He's just too long.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Beyond the arc. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Kennard against Murphy. Outside, Jones. The layup off target. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Timberwolves. Powell, and easy 2 points on the layup.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Pelicans trail by 8. Outside, Jones. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Kennard kicks to Powell. To shoot. Misses off the left iron. For New Orleans, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. McCollum with the bounce pass. Here's Marshall. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Coffey. Can change shot and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here for the night.
For the Clippers, Amir Coffey at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Daniels is checked in for Jones. He hits both from the stripe. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great foul.
Passes it to Powell. Now Kennard. Up top, Covington, covered by Nance. Into the lane. Man, no good on the shot. Good D by McCollum. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Pelicans. 8-point game if he passes to Marshall. Here's McCollum. Nance trying to break loose. McCollum, no good. Kicks it to Powell. Fires the three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Pelicans fans, please give a big round of applause.
And welcome for the second quarter of this critical playing game. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
In each of the first two editions of the play-in tournament, GA, the 8th seed out of the West has failed to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and Golden State in 2021, the Clippers last year, it's a tough path for 8 seeds. I mean, open on the road. Then if you lose, you have to play a team that just won. Hard to bounce back from the emotional letdown of the loss.
The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Richardson. And it's Daniels in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Leonard. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Fires from deep. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And great when you throw in the Eastern teams, only one of the 4-8 seeds has advanced out of the play-in tournament.
Yeah, that tells you how important that 7-8 game is tonight. As the 8 seed, you cannot have the mentality of, well, we'll get another crack at it. You want to avoid that win-or-go-home scenario.
Here is Daniels following the score by Reggie Jackson. It's Richardson on the wing, defended by George. Richardson the pass to Williamson. Shoots over Batum. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Williamson.
Well, Zion a little bit funky there as the left hand flips that one in.
George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Over Richardson. George, no good. The Pelican shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Outside, George. Outside, Jackson. Outside, Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From down in the low post, it goes.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Outside, George. Morris trying to free himself up, and George gets it to go. George has got his first points of the game.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Ingram finds Jones. Now Williamson, defended by Batum. Great D that time from Batum.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pelicans trail by 7. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Leonard. And it's Ingram missing. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Jackson.
That's a clever play by Reggie Jackson, just knowing when to maneuver himself into the D and draw the foul.
The Clippers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
For the Clippers, Reggie Jackson taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts, and those will be very loud points.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Robert Covington's checked in for Morris. Amir Coffey comes in for Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Powell in for George. And he sinks the second. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. McCollum kicks to Jones. Back to McCollum. Jones looking for an opening. On the wing, Nance. Pass to Murphy. Shot clock at 6. Jones against Powell. The three-pointer no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. And the Clippers miss again. Kennard against Murphy. And the pass to McCollum. 1:41 left in the first half of the game. Marshall can't hit. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. He kicks to Jackson. Nance with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Kennard's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Murphy against Covington. Tries again. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers leading by 6. Jackson looking around. It's Powell on the wing. Over Jones. And again, no good by the Clippers. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Coffey passes to Covington, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Ball. Substitution on the court.
And so that's the end of the first half. Clippers ahead. They're up by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, and making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal. You looking for an empty seat?
Yeah,
you're sitting
it's
in.
only 3 of us.
Right, and the seats are all full.
Okay. Oh, you meant in the arena.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
The road could be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, you solid. That's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Pelicans?
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for third quarter action of the play-in game. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. Taking a look at Los Angeles. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. And it's Morris in at the 5.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
The Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Leonard. McCollum against Jackson. Outside George. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Ingram. 6 points for him. Leonard looking over the floor. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Now here's Valanciunas. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through. He'll be at the free throw line.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Zion Williamson at the line 2.
That free throw good from Williamson. And both free throws good for Williamson. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Morris. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Batum. Clock at 6. Over Williamson. A shot by Batum, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
George, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Jackson against McCollum. Jackson kicks to George. He dishes it to Morris. Over Williamson. Second shot opportunity. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's McCollum. And the shot is long. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Leonard. Good D by Williamson. For New Orleans, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
George dishes to Batum. Got a piece of it. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. McCollum against Jackson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Morris, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a 3 in his first 5 years in the NBA, and now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
Now here's George following the miss by Josh Richardson. Ingram passes to Richardson.
2 minutes.
Tries it from 9. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
He's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
Orleans going with a whole new group out there. The Clippers also making some changes. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Batum. Norman Powell comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Pelicans trail by 3. Outside, Jones. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Daniels. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Clippers leading by 3. .102 left to play here in the third. And yes, it's good.
That's great touch from the swing man as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Pass to Daniels. From 10 feet out. And it's Ingram missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the basket is good.
And how about Norman Powell getting in there, playing aggressive on the glass.
Ingram kicks to Murphy. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ingram outside. Misses off the right iron. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Knocks it loose. Four seconds left. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we're back. A lot on the line for this play-in game with 1 quarter left to go. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Richardson is out there with McCollum, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And Valanciunas kicks to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And he makes the first.
And C.J. McCollum just relied upon for the incredible leadership qualities he possesses. And That kind of respect comes right away when CJ steps into the locker room.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And so McCollum nails both of them.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Left side, George. Over Ingram. George, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Powell with the ball.
And Norman Powell, as a point getter, understands the value of the free throw. He's been over 80% for his career at the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their stars.
He hits the second from the line.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
They get it again. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Jackson kicks to George. Powell for three. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
Marcus Morris Sr.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And get loud for your Pelicans dance team.
The latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys will see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Clippers leading by 7. Down low, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Ingram outside. There's the pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. Here's Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Jackson kicks to George. Outside Jackson. Good work there as it goes.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's McCollum. Williamson, the pass to McCollum. Good on the shot.
And the ball handling right there of McCollum. He's able to get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. The feed to Batum. Outside Jackson. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They get it back. Valanciunas. And a good offensive ball. And he gets the bucket.
And Valanciunas has no problem showing up with that physical force and finishing through contact.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. Ingram passes to McCollum. Feet away. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
It's George on the wing. Fades back. Gets rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Richardson attacking. Can't connect from short range. Clippers leading by 8. Here's George. Unable to get that one. Good D by Williamson. Here's Richardson. Here's Valanciunas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Valanciunas knows he's going to get hit there. He absorbs the contact and still goes through it.
Reggie Jackson. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Jonas Valanciunas. One shot.
And Valanciunas, no good on that.
And Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran now that you basically can count on as a double-double guy, even in limited minutes. He really does a great job of patrolling the paint.
Now Williamson. Paul George missing from long range. Here's McCollum. Valanciunas. And another shot. And it's Williamson missing. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside, George. Offensive rebound. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
On the court, no denying Kawhi hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the game. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and it's McCollum off the drive over Jackson, and the Pelicans miss again.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Richardson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's McCollum. Ballinger is trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The shot by George, wide open. Misses the 3. Here's New Orleans, trailing here by 8. And it's Ingram missing. Now here's Jackson. And that is it, folks. The LA Clippers have won. And this is clearly a huge boost to their confidence to come in as the 10th seed and get a win here tonight. Tremendous. They've got momentum now.
And they need to continue to keep their foot on the gas pedal. You hear about the importance of peaking at the right time. Let's see if that's the case for them.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
Took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the end.